where the hell have I been? We'll get into that, but for now, we've got to do some fixing. This is my 1979 first generation Accord, 5-speed manual, lowered on some nice little Japanese wheels, original lovely patina all over it, and I love this car so much that I actually bought it twice. 2016 I bought it, managed to sell it in 2017, and then just last year, or the end of 2024 shall I say now, I bought it back. And ever since then I've been driving it around and it's been absolutely super reliable. Well, kinda anyway, it's got its quirks, it needs a lot of TLC, and about 6 months ago I drove it up the street from a weekend of shows and it got to the end of the street and died. And it turns out the fuel pump had given up, and in 2016 I fitted a fuel pump in the engine bay. So I'm going to have to do that again in my lifetime. So I'm equally just going to replace it with the exact same product. And it's going to take me a matter of moments because it's a fuel pump and I should have done this nearly 6 months ago. And recently, before I took off the road, I realised that the bonnet prop has fell out of the engine bay. Not quite sure where it's gone, but I have a trick for that. Look at this. Put that in here somewhere. Boom. Right, this thing here is the problem. This is a really old facet fuel pump. Now we're just replacing it with the exact same pump. Hopefully, this brand new facet fuel pump, which is identical, fixes the issue. I literally drove it from over there all the way to where it's pretty much parked now, and the fuel pump died. And I left it, and I've been super busy, and now I've got the new fuel pump, and hopefully it can go on, put the battery on, good to go. Fun fact, this is the second time I'll be fitting a fuel pump to this car in my lifetime. So that needs to go on there exactly the same as before. Well, simple enough. Now this car needs a lot more than just a fuel pump, but for now, I just need to get it running so I can actually move it and take it back to the workshop to do the repairs that this car actually needs. It wants a set of coilovers on it. The rear top mount is blown through into the boot of the car, so it needs a new top mount, but it actually drives absolutely horrendous, so I want to put another set of coilovers on it if I can, because it has a set of 9N Polo front coilovers, and I'm going to assume it still has the original 6N Mark III Golf rear coilovers that I fitted nearly 10 years ago, and they weren't good coilovers then, because this car was built on a minimum wage. This car was literally built on minimum wage. Oh, that's been on there a long time. It was built on a minimum wage, and the upkeep on it has been pretty much as if I'm still on minimum wage. But it just drives so bad. Drives so bad. And I would love to just be able to get in it and not die of carbon monoxide poisoning and have my back break into 15 million pieces. Oh, there's a lot of rust down there. Anyway, we'll carry on. Oh God, I've dented the wing. That fuel line is a bit crusty. Probably want to change that. What on earth is going on here? Now BC actually sell a set of coilovers for the Mark II Civic, which I've read can retrofit into the Accord. So I think I might go for that option because it just drives so bad. Nice, this is self-tapered straight into the bulkhead. I love undoing work that I've done in the past and go, why did you do it like that, you absolute animal? Needs like a nice riv nut in there, wouldn't it? Right, drop that. See, same fuel pumps we got here. I'm not quite sure what this bit on the end of this fuel pump is, but I'm going to probably transfer it straight onto that because it worked before, so it'll work again. That is one replaced fuel pump right there. If it doesn't work, I'm going to be upset because I've already put my tools away. That's how confident I'm feeling that this should fire up. I didn't even use the jump pack. It was already got battery charge in it. But I didn't even connect it. Good good job it still runs a treat then, isn't it? What a good car. Off the choke. Much better. Ah. It's good. Ah. Let's see if it moves. Should work. Nice. Handbrake's been on. What an idiot. Oh, that's okay. Oh. Every time I come up to this car, it literally, I know I just put a fuel pump on it, but vroom. And as you can see, the battery doesn't even drain, it wasn't even on, so this is why I like this car. But as you can see, this is what I mean by the top mount. Look at this, look at this. See that hole there? See if I can zoom in. That hole there is the shock, which is pushed through the rubber top mount, which is OEM to the Honda, pushed through the rubber. The rubber's just disintegrated on the inside, pushed through the plastic. So it's basically got no suspension on that rear corner. So I need to fix that because it's just relying on the spring itself, not the shock. So it's not damping it. Also, the coilovers that I definitely put on when I first bought it initially, definitely were second hand, they weren't brand new, so the coilovers could be like 15 years old for all I know. Just going to give it a bit of a warm up, defrost all the inside, let it get some heat into it. I got the electric fan on, but man, it looks good. It just needs a tidy up. Oh, there's the dent I put in the wing earlier. Can you see it? I'll push that out, hang on. There you go. I need these trims, they go round the headlight both sides. That's missing. I need the trims that go along the door here. I think I have the spare trim for this bit here. I think I have it, or I've lost it. Oh yeah, I think it's down there. I think it's in the boot there. So I need to get all the trims on. I want to polish all the bumpers, polish all the chrome on the car, give it a bit of a birthday. It really, really deserves it because it's reliable. So I need to make it reliable so I can actually drive it when summer comes. Also, it definitely has like a leak. I think it's a bit wet down here. Yeah, that is wet. Down there is wet. But you see here, these rust flakes, these come out the bottom of the dash every time I drive it, just on the passenger side. And I don't know where from, but I can see here there's a rotten hole on the hinge, and there's also a rotten hole down there. So it does need some repairs. But structurally it's actually mint. It's just like the cosmetic-y bits, like that door hinge there, which are no good. Which are difficult to repair. Especially that one. I didn't realise that one was so bad. But now this is done, we can take the Space Wagon back to the workshop because we've got to try and fix the snags on that little Lupo so I can sell it. Right, we have spawned into the workshop, and before I even get going, I need to get it warm. So this has been in full effect this January. I've been in this workshop a lot and I've been busy, and this has been putting in work. So I had to chuck some diesel in it and get this place mildly warm because something I'm doing in the workshop requires the car to be warm. Realistically, this is a two-person job and it is quite awkward. The funnel doesn't stay where I want it to. No, what's going on? See what I mean? I've just spilt it everywhere because the funnel's split. Probably pretty obvious, but this is getting a full underside restoration and having to keep like heating the car up, making sure the one area that I'm doing is all bare metal, get all the moisture out of it, neutralize it, and then I'm hitting it with Built Hamber Electrox. So this is like anti-corrosion, like zinc primer. It's like 98% zinc. So before the epoxy goes on, give it a going over that. Obviously neutralizer first. I'm using the Genelite neutralizer again. This stuff, I love this stuff. It goes like a clear coat and seals all the moisture out of the rust. Hit it with that, doing it all in sections per day. So by the time it comes to actually full epoxy underneath, there's no moisture under any of the paint. So do that, get it all hot in here. Now it's gonna dry for the rest of the day. And then this evening, I'll end up like rebuffing all these edges, making sure all that surface rust is off of it, and then I can go again, hit it with neutralizer, let it dry overnight, and then hit it with the zinc in the morning. Long way to do it, but I don't have a horrible, big, bulky booth in here that paints cars. Just doing it as I go. Anyway, let's go see the Lupo. The Lupo. If you've never seen the video on this car, I think in June I uploaded a video. We took this car from an abandoned car to Worthersea, and then after that it's got abandoned again outside the back of my unit because it needs extra work, which I've done a bunch of it already, but every time I work on it, it needs something else. Until everything's brand new, I think it'll just be pretty much that until it's sold. Hopefully this starts. You see the Honda that started this morning, and that's been sat for nearly 6 months. This has probably been sat longer, but we'll see if it's gonna run. I'm gonna hope so, because that would make me quite happy. What is this? It's the wrong key, that's all that is. Right, let's try this again. No, dead. I can't remember if I took the battery off it or not. Probably did. Oh yes. What? Yes, all of the lights are on. My favorite. Nice. Anyone want a Lupo? Now, as you can see here, we have some lights on the dash, quite a few. Engine light is because it has a decap, so that's going to be on straight away. The flashing one, I do believe, is because we need a crank sensor. When we came back from Worthersea, it was playing silly buggers, and basically we put it down to a dodgy crank sensor. When I did the Carly thing, it does tell me that there is an issue with the sensor anyway, so there's that. Number 3, ABS light. Carly told me it's the rear ABS sensors, so I bought a pair of them. And then the other one is the airbag light, and this is a telltale sign as to why that's not very good. And I had to buy a new clock spring and wiring for it, so hopefully we can put that in. That works, and then just need a crank sensor, and then that light will go out, pain. Now, some of you are probably wondering where the hell I've been for the last like month. It has been over a month since I've posted a video. And then I've had a lot of people reach out going, I hope you're okay, hope things are going well, blah, blah, blah. Just checking in to make sure you're okay. And I really appreciate everyone that has done that for me. People, it's good, it's a nice feeling, but I'm okay, there's nothing wrong with me. I have literally just been so busy and a little bit burnt out. Like the last couple of months have been really, really, really busy. So, you know, I've been just working in the workshop quite a lot, doing a lot of projects, getting a lot of hours done on these cars in the workshop because I'm literally restoring cars in there, like multiple of them. And if not, I'm doing really like in-depth custom stuff, which takes a lot of time and a lot of figuring out, which in an ideal situation, you want done quite quickly. And when you're doing multiple things at once, it doesn't really happen quite quickly, annoyingly. Just a lot of work needs doing, so I've been focusing hard on getting a lot of things done in the workshop while prepping for videos in 2026. Now, I have a lot of videos planned in 2026, a lot of cool stuff. I've been working with some brands, so you'll see that in the future. That will help us build the cars that we're going to be building in 2026. Mainly just getting the funds to do all this sort of stuff, which isn't cheap by any means. So yeah, I've been focusing on doing a lot of actual work. And as you know, I don't really like, well, it's not like I don't like filming customer stuff. It doesn't finish a story, and I like to be able to finish a story and have the freedom to post what I want and not just go off what the customer wants. Now, if you follow me on short form socials, you will know that I have been posting short form stuff. So I've not been completely missing in action, and you'll have seen what I've been up to. And some of that is customer stuff at the same time. So I want to make a push in 2026 to do a lot more short form content. I did say that at the end of my last video, which I uploaded on Christmas Day. I went to go pick up a donor car for the M5. Hopefully we can make a start on that in the mid-year. That's going to be such a big project, but such a cool project at the same time. I'm now working on this car now because I just want to get rid of it. It needs to go. Like it's old news. I don't want it. I don't want to drive it. Did the film with it, had a bit of a good time with it, and you can move it on to someone else. But ever since this car's come back, obviously it had wheel bearing issues because they were rubbish. So I changed the wheel bearings. I have put the whole entire car back to stock-ish. So it's still got the exhaust on it, still got coilovers, which were pretty much new. Yeah, I'm gonna put sport wheels back on it and get the fuel cap on it, give it a good polish. I would like a chrome front badge, potentially a boot, a black boot. The one that I've got, it's got a dent and scratch in it, and I swapped it out for the smooth one that was on it, and I did an exchange, but the exchange was rubbish, so I made him pay more for it. So yeah, it's just got a dent in the boot, and it's not really good if you want to sell a car with a dent in the boot. So yeah, I want to get one of those. Right, that is now in. Fixing this sort of stuff winds me up, because you could do all this and it could still not work. So, airbag's plugged in. Please turn off. It's gone out. It's come back on. Why has it come back on? It went out and came back on. What? Why is it still on? Well, that hasn't worked, has it? But I'm hoping if I clear the code, then it will work. But you never know. Now, I did a thing. Actually works for once. Right, ABS sensors. Here goes nothing. Brand new coilovers, brand new wheel bearing, brand new caliper, seized in ABS sensor. So that needs to come out, hopefully, without too much issue. Wow. Right, well that was a waste of time. The other side came out straight away and didn't have to take any of the disc and caliper off. But ABS light is still on. Usually it'd go away straight away, but I'm now home with the Carly and I'm hopefully being able to clear it, and that will get rid of the light. I'm pretty sure that they should have gone out on their own, but I'm here to see if that is the case, and then it's just the case of that flashing exclamation mark will be the crank sensor, which I don't have. But if I can get these two things sorted, I'll be happy, because this car wants to fight me the whole entire time that I'm on it. Also, it now has wipers again. And no washer fluid, it seems, which is nice. Need to put some washer fluid in there. I'm hoping I can clear this. I really am, because I hate this car. If not, I'll just take the bulbs out at this point. 8 issues found. That's more issues than I had before. So annoying. ABS brakes. Wheel speed sensor right front. What? Wheel speed sensor rear left. Speed sensor rear right. Supply voltage terminal 30. Right, clear. ABS brakes. Right, everything didn't work. So I've come back here and this ABS line wires have been spliced but soldered nicely back together. Nothing's broken. They're the right way round as well, like colour wise. So I'm puzzled as to why it's not working. New wheel bearing, search and pick up there. New sensor, it's all plugged in. Why doesn't it work? Yeah, I genuinely don't know what the issue is. I am stumped. Everything should work. I think I'm gonna get a mate to scan it with a proper scanner, see if we can clear all the codes, and then see if what comes back, and then go from there. I think I might try and get some ABS wiring for the rear, because obviously they've been modified, and there's potentially issues with that. So if I get some of those, if I break a car, hopefully that will solve that issue, and then I can, I don't know, buy a front wheel speed sensor or not. Maybe it's a wheel bearing issue on the front for the ABS sensor. I don't know. It's the worst car. I mean, in the lead up to putting that car on the road to go, it was already a nightmare. Because it's been sat for so long, you're going to have these problems. It's just the last like 10% that needs to go through it. I've put the new rad in. I've sorted out almost everything now. It's just those lights that need sorting out. So yeah, I'm going to get a breaker car. Not buy one. I'm going to get a breaker to send me a bunch of bits, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, bored of that for the day. It's getting really cold in here again. So do a little bit more work and then I will disappear home, I think. Appreciate everyone commenting, like, where are you? Need the videos, you're missing the videos. It's a nice feeling. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm going to be showing you a little bit quickly, just quickly, what I've been working on. We've got this GX81 in the workshop, and I'm doing a lot of like low work basically. Pretty simple stuff. I've made a raised subframe, which you might be able to see up there, or I've modified it. So I've done that. I've raised the rear subframe. So the rear subframe is raised. That is now much higher than the sill. That little bit there used to be sort of like down here. So I've raised it quite a bit, and it's quite shallow and streamlined. You wouldn't really know unless you know, basically. Chassis rails, I've done those. They're all raised up higher than factory by over an inch. My next plan of action is to raise the floor, so our downpipe here can sit above the subframe, chassis rail once again. I've got to make a gearbox cradle after I've done that, because in the minute it's basically touching on there, and this will be touching on the ground. Well, there's a little skid plate on the bottom of there as well, just because that is the lowest point when it's at the right angle. But yeah, working on that. As you see with this, lots of work gone into this. This is obviously full underside restoration. I've spent so long welding up little bits and panels here. Made this panel along here. Looks really good from the inside as well. Panel here. I've had to weld the whole length of the sill all the way down here. Panel in here underneath the pedals. loads of it. And of course, bare metaling the whole underside, inner arches, the lot, because this is getting a full repaint underneath, and that stuff takes a long time because there's a lot of like scabby surfacey stuff all over it, so you need to really dig into it and get into all the nooks and crannies so it doesn't come back. I'm doing this all in sections, and it takes a long time to do something that doesn't look like a lot. M5, again, lots of work underneath here, very, very rotten car, so I've had to repair all of this edge on the here, made this edge in here, made all of that edge there, made this panel, this panel, this panel, this panel up to here, all the way down to there, somewhere, there. But yeah, I had to make all of that from scratch, done exactly the same on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all of this on the outer sill as well, and all the internal welding has been done too. So there's a lot of effort into these corners of these BMWs. So spent a lot of hours into these cars on here. Same again on the front. I have started it, made a whole bottom piece on there. Got to do that. Floor pan edge, little hole up here as well. Oh, went a bit weird then, that did. But yeah, sorted that out. I've got this in. Once one of these cars is gone, it can go onto the ramp. Probably this one here. I got another one of these in the other workshop, which needs bagging. So that'll be a quick in and out job while I get the spare time to do it, waiting for some bags and stuff. And all of that takes a lot of my time. I don't want to get it done. I want to get these things done. Like these two here mainly, they're like basically full restos, especially the Accord over there. That's like a big like underside resto. Everything's powder coated, zinc plated, stuff like that. I could maybe film it, but it's not really filmable because it's a bit boring. Just bzzz underneath all of that. I know a lot of people do miss customer builds, but I have uploaded a couple of shorts or one short on this car here, and I will do that on the short form platforms. I have posted short forms on here as well, so if you want to check that out, you know I've not been actually just not doing anything. I've been working. So you can see that on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, and TikTok. But yeah, I post all that on there. So if you want to see that on there, different type of content, just quick, short, and snappy, and I've been doing those. But yeah, getting into the swing of things now. I thought I'd do this video so everyone knows that I'm alive and that I am actually working and going to be working on the Toyota GX61. So I've started filming already, but I want to get quite far ahead before I actually put a video out on it. So I am in the process of filming that. I've done a couple of shorts on that as well. So yeah, that's coming. All hands on deck with that GX61 in the next couple of months. I haven't got a lot of time, but I want to get a lot done. So things are moving forward in that department. But yeah, just need to get the odds and ends sorted before I dive into world of YouTube properly again, which is why I have been doing all of this. But yeah, don't worry, I'm going to hopefully upload another video next week on the GX61. So yeah, first video on the channel, and that will be returning, hopefully, fingers crossed, next week. And then we'll have some regular uploads in February. Just grafting out. Good? Sound good? Cool. Thank you very much. If you can fix my Lupo, please let me know. If you want to buy it, even in the state it's in, please let me know, because I've had enough of it. I have had a few people ask me in the past already about it. Do you want to sell it? I was like, no, I want to get it up to scratch. But yeah, it's really doing my head in. Anyway, thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you've had a lovely Christmas and New Year. Forgot to say that. It's first video of the year. A bit late now if I say that, but it is what it is. I'm just rambling now, but yeah. Thank you very much, and I will see you hopefully next week. Goodbye.